Hey, messing around with the volume some more, obviously, to get a quick read on whatever the fuck we're dealing with. So, yeah. But, welcome. Obviously, kind of got started a tad bit late, in my opinion. So, you know how shit goes. Same ordeal. We'll go back, and we'll just get started. But hey, guys. Never really figured out what the fuck the wani was ever supposed to be. Still haven't figured it out. Give me 1 second. Throw out one of those. There we go. All right. Not gonna lie, my throat is incredibly ticklish at the moment, so I am certainly gonna be feeling this. And just for shits and giggles, because I've been listening to it, let's actually keep this about right here, so it's at least a little bit hearable. We'll go about... I don't really know. I wish I could actually figure out without actually like wasting anybody's time. But yeah, let's go back to here. So we're getting started right back from square one. We're just going to throw down, make it real quick. So yeah, let's throw down. As the school year progresses, the days start to feel like they're moving along much faster. The part of it, maybe the change of the season. However, slight that change may be. Okay. Well, the calendar says it's officially fall. The only thing I've really noticed was the increasing number of clouds in the sky. Whew. Better safe than sorry, though, which is why I brought my fancy compact carbon fiber umbrella. Still, things have started to be routine for me in the mornings. Wake up, throw on my clothes, consider eating breakfast before realizing I'd wrecked my stomach, walk to the station with a featherlight umbrella in hand. And it's your boy. And wouldn't you know it, I end up having another chat with Mr. Ferris on the ride to school. He's very intense. Hello, Mr. Nito. How are you this morning? Doing fine, sir, thank you. And how are you? Oh, I'm doing well. So, my niece told me over the weekend that you and Olivia were in a predicament of some sort. Oh yeah, Olivia was being picked on by someone, but it's not a problem anymore. I see. Well, it's unfortunate to hear and strange considering the substantial funding of the school gets for anti-student harassment programs. What good is all that tax money if classmates are still ragging on each other? If it means anything, Olivia knows how to handle herself. I was there to support her. That's fine, but the issue is... But the issue is sort of the thing shouldn't be happening to begin with. Ahem. That aside, Liz has gotten somewhat enthusiastic recently regarding Olivia... Wait, Liz. Okay. Wait, Liz? Oh, yeah, Liz. Sorry. Yeah, Liz has gotten somewhat enthusiastic recently regarding Olivia. She's surprised at how animated she's gotten. Ever since that get-together at Randall's place, I think. I'd wager you'd have something to do with it, no? Maybe a little. Yeah, it was certainly rocky at the beginning, but we've been warming up to each other. It's nice seeing a different side of her, even if it's brief. I don't know, can I take credit for that? We all have unique chances to make a change, Inko. If you're good at grasping them, in that itself is something to be proud of. There we go. How do you know it's really a chance to do anything? I don't know what it is. Can I take a quick second here to just like gush a minute? I love it when all the characters smile. There's just whoever the artist in charge of making these characters are, you make them have such nice smiles. I don't know what it is. I almost smile like every one of the characters when they smile, it's always infectious. Like a good smile like this. The only time it's like, you know, obviously to be concerned is when you have characters like Mina or Mia or whatever her name is. But yeah, I like it when you got this. Something that's actually like a genuine smile. Again, my throat is fucking killing me. Alright. He lets out a deep, reverberating chuckle. Well, to flip our usual script and let you in on an old phrase, a friend of mine once told me, if you see a fork on the road, take it. Yeah? Thanks, Mr. Ferris. 3 periods. And I'm quickly debating, what the fuck did he mean by take a fork if you're on the road? If you find a fork on the road, take it. Like my mornings, the school days have become a routine as well. Slave through PE with Damien, see Olivia's new doodles and sketches in art class, watch Liz lose her mind tutoring Damien at lunch, talk shop with Ben. Though now I have to avoid Mina like the plague because she's surely out to kill me. All said, I think St. Hammond has been the best school experience out of... Man, I've lost count of how often I'd moved. Must be fresh head trauma. As for today... Uh-oh. Also... Is it me? Because I know it's been a weekend in sort, but I can't remember Mia having hair, let alone dressed like this. I certainly do not remember any of this. Like the way that she looked. But yeah. It's been ready pretty often recently. So Coach Lily made us play some more dodgeball in the gym. Mia was definitely gunning for me with the way she launched them at me with the speed of a catapult. I rest in Lindekin's class, popping my spine against the curve of my chair. Apparently today's a short day because of some assembly, so the period will end much earlier than usual. It also means we got most of the period to slack off and do homework. What? To slack off, do homework? Do homework. Why'd I say that twice? Oh, is he just repeating to himself? Do homework, do homework? Okay. I glance at my desk next to me in the hopes of catching Olivia's latest artistic masterpiece when I notice she's not drawing, and instead only fidgeting. Yeah. Hey, Olivia, you seem a bit nervous. Everything alright? Oh, yeah, sorry. It's just that I've been hearing rumors that the school's shared drive might have been corrupted. Wait, really? Yeah, really. How would something like that happen? Not sure, but I'm scared that it might have messed with the art contest submissions. I think you should check out your entry on the website just to make sure it's okay. Technology, don't fail me now. With urgency, I take out my phone and type in the school's website. Fast fingers lead me to the art contest tab. Can this loading bar go any slower? Finally, the page loads in, and... Oh. Looks like the submissions have been closed. What? I hold the phone up to Olivia to show her the page. The submissions have... Oh, yeah, sorry. This is Lindekin. Yeah, Lindekin. The submissions have been closed since... since voting started last week. Oh. Jeez, I thought Mr. Lindekin had spooked me. Olivia's all seized up. Well, that's quite reassuring. With the submissions closed, there's no chance of any hackers messing with them. Olivia doesn't seem convinced, still drumming her fingers on the desk. Hopefully she feels loads better when the preliminary winners are revealed. Speaking of which, as the bell sounds, the class begins to pack up their things and Lindekin corrals everyone into single file line. All right, everybody, we have an assigned row, so stick together. Okay. Before I join the rest of the line, I look back at Olivia, who seems to be stalling. Come on, I'll walk with you. That seems to stir something in her, and she glances up at me while hastily shoving a notebook into her bag. Yeah, I'm coming. As we head out the door, I notice Olivia is shuffling with her hoodie a lot. There we go. Holy shit. Some of these silhouettes. Who's that curvy-haired looking motherfucker behind us? It's not a long walk to the auditorium, and despite Lindigan's best attempts, most of the class splinters off to sit with their friends. Having expected this, he shrugs and makes his way over to the back of the auditorium where the other teachers are. Olivia and I are left to the struggling crowd trying to filter into the cramped theater of the school. It's going to be difficult finding some seats. It's fine, I have a spot. Give me a second there, sorry. Olivia wills herself down the pathway, to which I follow suit. She heads down the aisle until we're at the first row of seats. There's a vacant spot where a typical seat would be, with a faded handicap sign. Olivia parks her chair into the empty spot, which I take a seat next to her. Best seats in the house, right? I can't complain. As the hall fills with more students, my anticipation rises. Oh man, I can hardly wait for the announcements. So, do you think I have a chance? Huh? Oh, maybe. Photography isn't super popular, but... Olivia folds her hands on her lap, staring straight ahead as her voice trails off. I knew that, but I'm still hopeful. Hey, guys! I have to remind myself that this is normal. Hey, Liz. I can't believe it's finally here. Gosh, I'm so excited. Me too. By the way, where's Damien? Hey, guys! I love that introduction. Oh, I love that introduction. I'm over here! Damien is in the back of the auditorium yelling and waving his hands. Dude, I feel like I should have backed up from my seat and just like set it from like one side of my apartment to fucking give it that illusion like, hey guys. But yeah. He's going to get in trouble for that. Frills! Sit down! Damien immediately stops and takes his seat. With tampered expectations, oh my god, woof! You can tell that that's filtered. Like, heavily filtered. That is an actual auditorium. And I know that for a fact because you can see the fucking flag and the little, like, bar. Like, what is that? Not bar. The little plug-in for their, like, little theater bullshits. And those chairs and everything. God, you can tell. This is a real school. Hey, it's Miss Scaler. Okay, everyone. We got a whole bunch of important announcements to make. So, I'll make them quick so we can... Actually, I feel like I should give her like a fucking give her that old Chicago voice. Okay, everyone. Okay, everyone. Got a whole bunch of important announcements to make, so I'll make them quick, so we can all have an early lunch. As soon as the idea of going for an early lunch was brought up by Principal Scaler, the entire room goes as silent as vigil? Okay, I guess I didn't read it fucking good enough. I guess when it comes to early lunch, it's serious business. Over the next 15 minutes, Principal Scaler goes over important events coming up in the early school year. Most I would consider standard things like prep rallies. Oh god, Olivia, I just realized. She's so fucking done with this shit. Yeah, most I would consider standard things like prep rallies for the sports teams or bake sales for fundraising for upcoming field trips, and even something about a new clubs being formed, such as Japanese animation, AP Appreciation Society. I think did they mean to do that? Did they mean to did they mean to capitalize on that second P? Or the first P, I mean. No idea. But anyways. Not the best acronym, if I had to say. Okay. Otherwise, it's all mostly when one got right down to it. Okay. I almost wonder why such announcements warranted an assembly when the mood suddenly shifts with Scaler's next big announcement. Oh, perfect. Now that we got the main stuff out of the way, I've saved the best announcement for last. There's a little spaghetti on your overalls. Hey, fuck you! God damn. What it is, I love it.
City Image is proud to announce the 5th semifinalist of the annual Fresh Start Art Contest.
Cheers and applause roars, loud enough to make my ears ring. Yet, I'd be lying if I, said I was also... Sorry, fuck. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I also wasn't excited for the reveal of just who had made it to the semifinals. Maybe I was giving myself a bit too much credit, but I really wanted to be among them. I can almost taste victory, in fact. I turn to face Olivia and prepare to cheer alongside her, but I'm stopped. Oh, yeah, well, shit. But she's the only one sad, so something must have happened. I turn to face Olivia and prepare to cheer alongside her, but I'm stopped in my tracks when I notice that, unlike the rest of her peers, Olivia seemed to be uneasy about the prospect. Almost scared, even. Before I can ask Olivia why her sudden change in mood, Scalar continues with her next words, cutting my train of thought off.
And here we have the 5 semifinalists.
The pieces of the 5 skillful students... Oh, so is she still going? Followed up by the names of... Just right above it. Hold on. Yeah, 5 pieces of the... Sorry, yeah. The pieces of with 5 skillful students who had beaten all the other competitors came up, followed by the names of the victors right above them. Okay, so she's not saying anything. Alas, I see no photography submissions in sight. At least I gave it a shot, right? Oh, man. I didn't make it in. Liz's neck droops down like a melancholy noodle. I can't help but feel pity for the bummed out Bronchiosaurus. Buzz. I check my phone. I see... Ah! It's Damien. Tell Liz to come back. Tell Liz to come back here, bro. Okay. I'm sure Damien got that handled. Oh, okay. This got that handled. Despite my sullen mood, I look back at the semifinal winners, and I can't help but be amazed by them. Each artwork is impressive in their own right, but... in their own right. Their colors blending wonderfully, and the figures beautifully designed. It's easy to see why these were voted as the winners. The last one especially catches my eyes. The scenic landscape with a setting sun looks stunning. If not for the slight stylization of the skyline and fantastical color palette, it could probably pass off as a real photograph with some filters pasted over it. I'm not an art critic yet, but if I were, I'd label it as a masterpiece and easily the best out of all of them.
Let's give our winners a big round of applause.
The auditorium fills with the usual kind of clapping one would expect in an event like this. Polite with an underlining tone of disinterest, though one person felt compelled to constantly make a piercing high whistle.
We will be displaying the winners' art pieces in a room 237. You're welcome to view them during lunch and after school today.
Oh, neato. Principal Scalar continues the rest of the assembly, announcing other events for the school and other minor reminders. Behind me, I see the teachers start psyching themselves up for the Herculean task of getting some 200 hungry dinosaur teenagers out of the room and towards the lunch without anyone getting killed. Principal Scalar finishes and waves back to them to signal it's time.
All right, we're gonna start our journey to lunch. You will know how it goes, so, no just going for the exit.
There we go. Being the first in row, we were the first to get up. I follow behind Olivia until we make it to the hall. Hey, Olivia. She stops and turns a bit. Jeez, is she still anxious about the sight thing earlier? She looks a little pale. I wanted to check out the winning paintings a bit more. Want to come along? She considers it for a moment. No, go on without me. I need to use the restroom. All right, I'll see you at the lunch table then. Olivia nods and starts off down the hall, following the flow of students towards the lunchroom. Let's see, the principal said it was in room 237. first thing I noticed walking into the classroom is the amount of people checking out the gallery. While I didn't expect to be filled to the brim with eager students, there are a decent amount of people here, like a baker's dozen or so. Okay, there we go. Maybe more will come when they finish up their lunches. Well, I'm here now, so let's look at the lucky winners. The pieces were all set on easels in the back of the classroom. Some desks and chairs were moved closer to the front to give... God damn it, another yawn, fuck. Man, we are like running through all of it today. Whew. Some of the desks and chairs were moved closer to the front to give each one its own space. One by one, I take a moment to give each canvas a thorough review. The auditorium screen really didn't give the art justice because now I can really take the details of each one by being up close. The color patterns, brushwork, the subtle nuances. Yeah, I could definitely see all of them having a good shot at getting first place, but now it's time to see the one I've been eager to get a look at since it was first shown. There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay. From what I recall from Mr. Lindekin's lessons, it was made with acrylics, explaining why the colors of it seem more vibrant. It stands out in defiance of the other paintings in the contest, most of which were either violently absurdist and meaningless or muted, still lives of ordinary objects. It's a medal of mystifying colors, the organic lines drawing the viewer deep into the piece. I feel as though it would be a place I'd wake up to within a fantastical dream. There's no rigid structure or forced metaphors here, just a fantastical merger of creative expressionism and real-world beauty. Man, a lot of fucking hefty words today, boys. Whew! I feel my fingers itching for the familiar weight of my DSLR. This is a piece that I want to memorize in my portfolio. Hands down the winner of the contest in my eyes. I simply must find out who made this. A look at this breathtaking show of artistic talent was created by the semifinalist winner. Oh. Excuse me? Excuse me? This ain't right. I ain't no fucking artist. Yeah, that's a problem. Ah, Inko, I'm glad you swung by. Looks like you're admiring the art contest entries. I told you that St. Hamid's artistic programs were unparalleled. That's not mine. What's not yours? I try to say more, but words won't leave my mouth. Ben's eyes follow mine to the bottom of the painting in front of me, and I watch as he makes the same realization as I do. Inko, did you paint this? I had no idea your style was so developed. So humble if I had known. That's not my entry. It's not? No! Mine was a photograph! But what's your name doing on this one? It must have been some kind of mistake. A million scenarios come to mind. They must have gotten the wrong name somehow. Hold on, I gotta remember, this guy's a fucking nerd. Yeah.
If they did, I think the real artist would have come forward by now.
The submission site must have been hacked or broken. But our school checks for stuff like that. If it was, I would have known. Oh, that's Ben. Whoops. I thought that was me. See what I mean? See what I mean, boys? We're getting fucked.
But if our school checks for stuff like that, if it was, it would have been known by now.
Then?
Inko, you're sure you didn't submit somebody else's piece by accident?
Of course I didn't. Why would I do something like that?
You're the only one who could have logged onto your account, Inko.
Suddenly, everything stops. My account. Did somebody?
Well, look, relax, all right? We can get through this we can get this sorted out. Just don't panic.
Ben lowers his voice. But Inko, just to be clear,
What?
you didn't just get a bit of extra help, right? Ben looks at me through the edges of his glasses, eye to eye. There's some real stakes in this contest. Cheating is taken seriously. Especially fraud. The word echoes around inside me. Fraud? It makes my bones chill. There's ingenuine, faker, liar. They're all bad in different ways, but fraud is just dripping with frigid condemnation. No, I swear, I submitted a photograph. Ben relaxes his shoulders.
Alright, just making sure. Sorry to alarm you.
It's perturbing how he can go from deadly serious to jovial like a flipped switch.
You're gonna be alright.
Sorry, I need some air.
Hey, feel free. I'll let Scalar know, okay?
Yeah, thanks, Ben.
No problem. Take it easy.
Ben offers me the earnest smile, waving at me as he steps out of the room and down the hall. After some time, I followed him, shambling down the hall as I tried to make sense of what just happened. Now that's interesting. Somebody is being a little sneaky dicky around here. I wonder who. I thought everybody actually liked my photography, but they all thought I was some kind of expert painter instead? I don't even know how to express it. I feel empty. I thought maybe my hard work was finally paying off, but I submitted the right entry. So what happened? Did somebody change it? And if so, how? It's such a good piece too. What even is there to be gained by putting my name on it? Now okay, to be fair, I'm going to be real quick and honest here when I say this. I laugh at this face because now they changed the mood and all of a sudden I don't know if I feel so the same. But I do like the face. I still love the face. I wander aimlessly through the halls. The thought of missing lunch passes through my mind, but there's a different sort of emptiness pervading my stomach. Why is this rattling me like this? Man, it's not like I'm in trouble or anything. Ben's helping me sort this out. I'm at a loss of what even to think right now. Oh crap, Olivia mentioned something about server issues before. I couldn't see my submission, but was it just that? Maybe Olivia was right to be worried. Well, duh. Why else would she be so nervous? My aimless walking leads me outside the principal's office in the gala. There's that one cityscape painting from the start of the school year. The first painting I ever saw here. It's still one of the best. The vibrant cityscape that morphs the rigid structure of urban planning into a soft and inviting utopia as if viewed from the eyes of a child. Wow, that is quite descriptive, my friend. Very prophetic in nature, but damn. The sky above the city is a beautiful shade of crimson. The radiant clouds cluster along its length. If the art contest submission was the best painting I've ever seen, then this one comes close. I can only imagine why did he scoot over to the side? Okay. I can only imagine the acolytes must have gotten for painting this back then. You know, for a while, I got to have that experience. I got to step in the shoes of an artist much better than myself. Maybe that was the intent? All the praise, approval, everything I've been wanting? Just for a while, it was given by an anonymous stranger, whoever that may be. Actually, this gives me a bit of an idea. If I'm clever and Olivia's up for it, this could be a cool way to get her to show off her painting more. Everyone would like that. Maybe that's what she needs? I could act as I could act as a personal publisher for her, so she doesn't have to deal with the people. No, wait a second. I peel down the empty hallway. I need to find Olivia. She couldn't possibly. But why me? Why would she? Thinking about it only increases my worries and desperation to find who I only hope to Raptor Jesus isn't the culprit. I haphazardly check all the places where Olivia could be, but I can't find her anywhere. I hunt for my... What the hell? Barry Oxy? Onyx? Sorry, I hunt for the... How the fuck do you... I know how to say atrium, right? But I don't know how to fucking say that. Alright, that's it. We're going to Google. Google, you'll have to help me. How the hell do I say this word? Oh, that's a dinosaur? My hunt for the... What in the absolute fuck? Is that the dinosaur she is? Let's find the pronunciation. Because I want to know how to say this. Baryonyx. And that's a dinosaur. Let's find out. What kind of dinosaur are we dealing with here? I assume, is that her? Is she a Baryonyx? Okay, I'm gonna make a random assumption here, but is she a Baryonyx? Because I'm looking at this, and the only thing that like crops up that's even remotely close, and because they have so many side profiles, right? I'm not getting like a good idea of what it is, but if she's a Baryonyx, then I can probably see why she would be considered a crocodile, because let's be honest, guess who also was a Baryonyx? Let me go on ahead and just pop up an image. You guys are definitely gonna know who the fuck I'm talking about the second I actually show you. Oh, damn it. Hold on a minute. It's in memes, yeah. Yeah, you ready for this amazing revelation? Because even I didn't know that this fucking character is a Baryonyx. Kind of scared to click that because I don't know what's going to happen here, but let's just find out. Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay. You ready to find out who else is a fucking Baryonyx? Before anybody fucking like looks at it, who do you fucking think it is? Just a quick little question before I fucking pop this bastard up, because your guess is as good as mine, right? It's obviously from like a Jurassic movie or something, right? It's clearly there. It's got to be one of those like, you know, popular fucking things, right? All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fucking this guy. Fucking this guy. That's a Baryonyx. That's right, fucking Rudy. Fucking Rudy. But you can see the crocodile, right? It's definitely there. It's very goofy, but it is there. Now, I don't know if that's what she is, but that's very goofy. That's hilarious in its fucking take. I never knew. We're gonna keep that there for now, just for shits and giggles. Let's continue. Let's actually just go back to this. Okay. Obviously. So, my hunt for the Baryonyx leads me to the second... Also, I'm gonna fucking... Hold on a minute. I need to close out of fucking Google so I don't lag myself out here. My hunt for the Baryonyx leads me to the second floor of the atrium. It feels like there's a lead brick in the pit of my stomach as I eternalize my current situation. The soft pattering of rain hitting the window grabs my attention to see a gloom-covered... Volcandaria? Whatever. I'll never get it right. I don't care. And I'm not looking it up either. My eyes wander along the school's pathway covered in mud thanks to the earlier rainfall. Wait a minute. Those look like tracks in the mud. Oh boy. I don't like where this is going. I burst through the main entrance door, and I'm wet with the feeling of droplets hitting my head. Outside, the dark overcast has rolled in. The forecast called for an on and off rain during the day, but pretty gnarly clouds. Oh, man. Ugh. There's a bird somewhere in there. Whew. Makes it look almost dusk around. Crap. What am I wasting time for? I follow the trail with urgency, fearing that the rain will wash it away. It looks like it goes down a whole pathway. I ignore the clothes becoming progressively damp and the water collecting on my shades. Eventually... Hold on, I'm going to take a... Eventually, around the curve that leads to the bridge, and I see the distressing item as it ends. Okay. Oh. I don't like where this is going. I really don't like where this is going. By the way, can I also just like make a quick little interjection while I'm doing this right now? So this is getting later into the game, and I'm starting to realize that I think we have to keep scoring for Olivia in order to get the ending, because I don't know how each of these scores interact with each other. But I'm going to take it as if we score, it acts as its own point, which counterdicts what the original point for Olivia would be. Either way, that's a little interjection beside the point. I'm really nervous. And I'm also really sad right now. I am not sure how to feel about this. A wheelchair. Olivia's wheelchair. Empty of the of the occupant toppled onto its side. A new fear grips me at the grips me at the... Oh my god. New fear grips me at the born from the mental imagery provided by that sight. Those cruel thoughts push me up to the steps faster as humanly possible, as if my rational mind tries to reassure me. Running across the deck, my breath is caught in my throat when I reach the middle. She's on the ground, head slumped down. There's damaged and soaked school supplies scattered all over the walkway. Oh god, is she okay? My foot shifts, trying to force me closer. Slowly her head lifts up to the sound of my shoes squelching? Yeah, squelching on the floor. Oh. Oh, man. Inko. Her tear-stained eyes stare at me with a dead expression, and her voice sounds weak. Olivia. I feel like I can finally breathe again. Slowly, Olivia pushes herself up, and I notice she's lying atop a pile of paper shreddings. I feel the relief slowly fade away, but I remember just why I was looking for her. We stayed silent, only staring at each other as the rain continues to bear down on us. Oh. She simply sits there, letting herself grow more and more soaked from the rain. Do you want to talk? No. Not out in the open. I grabbed my compact umbrella from my backpack and unfurled it. Good on! Attaboy, genius! You brought the fucking umbrella! You're a real Chad. I love you, big guy. It doesn't do much to dry Olivia off, but at least she's not getting more soaked. The umbrella is placed between us and the elements against the ledge, forming a personal canopy above us. Here, now we're alone. There's space next to Olivia to take a seat. It's odd. We've sat together before, but sitting on the ground in the rain? And the room is just a little claustrophobic. There's a bit of paper melted into the pavement, soaked by the rain. Though torn apart and waterlogged, I can sort of make it out. A tree, a rough sketch of one anyway. Like the one that stood prominently in my false submission. So you did it. Inko, please. I can explain. I didn't have a choice. What? I know what I did was wrong, but I didn't have any other way. It wasn't a choice to not trick me? She avoids looking at me, focusing on the scraps of paper scattered about the floor like confetti. It wasn't to trick you. I get it. You're mad at me. I'm not mad. I'm just confused. I thought we were good friends. I wasn't expecting you. She pauses to give her throat some respite. Her usual water bottle isn't anywhere nearby. A shaky breath escapes her mouth. When you came around, I thought you were no different than the others. That you were some self-centered, pretentious midwit who only cares about his image. That's when I got the idea of using you to swap out your art with mine. You didn't seem like the kind of person who cared about how he gets the attention from others, just that he gets it. Her description of my character feels really reductive, but the ache in my chest tells me it hints a little closer to home. A little too close to home. But that's not what I think of you now. Lindekin's the one person I can trust. So when he went to bat for you, saying we'd make good friends, I was worried. What's so special about this guy? I honestly got... Oh, you could hear the fucking thing. Oh, fuck! I honestly got scared he'd be wrong. That you'd be just like everyone else, and I'd be setting myself up for failure. Oh, man. Whew. But worse than that, Inko, I was afraid he'd be right, and I'd have to face what I had done to myself. And now I've gone and done something like this. Switching my contrast entry? She nods, swallowing hard. I wasn't thinking. Suddenly everything was out of balance. Everything I'd created, all my work, my own little world was suddenly changing. I had no control of it. I just had to do something. I didn't know I was doing that. I'm sorry. She stops to process my words and continues. I knew I'd get caught. It's stupid. I was hoping for it even. Someone to figure out that it was swapped so it would be changed and everyone would be none the wiser. She turned to face me with silvery eyes welled with tears. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. I just don't want to go back to being the person I used to be. The person who didn't care about hurting you. Her head tilts downward with a violent hitch of breath. Ivory claws extend to grip at her knees in a painful display, and yet Olivia chokes back any sound she'd make. Her body shudders with every heavy breath in her. I realized that every last defensive barrier she had was completely gone. Olivia's laid herself bare, leaving only a crying girl desperately trying to silence her pitiful tears. Well... Shit. What do I... Ah, man. No, I'm not doing this again. Hold on. Let's think. I don't hate her. I don't even think my character said that he hated her. So nothing about any of these two statements elicits that. But I do want to know more why. But I can't hate her either. I don't hate her. I don't even think my character can hate her. I'd like to think he can't. Oh, man. But why do all of this? Man, I don't know. Fuck. I mean, I can answer. I mean, it's like literally, that's like the question in my mind. I know she explained, like, the process was just that, but then you just need to know why. And then there's I can't hate you, which is just trying to help out the emotion. But eventually that question comes back around full circle, so, like, I just get it out of the way, I guess. I don't know. I want to say, like, again, this is another one of those emotional moments where I want to say, I can't hate you. But I'm just going to round it all back up to, but why'd you do all of this? I don't hate her. And I'm scared that if I click this, it's going to be a bad ending. So, you know, fuck it, let's go whole hog and ham. Let's try. I'm going to hate myself for thinking this, but she still hasn't really told me why she did it. I don't want to push the issue too hard, but if not now, when? I just want to know, why go through all the trouble? What were you trying to accomplish? I immediately regretted my words as the pained grimace on her face drives home the mistake she made. Like, she's made. Even if I'm in the right to ask, I feel like the villain for pressing her, but out of respect for Olivia's feelings, I stand steady because I don't back down. Sorry. Because to back down would be dignant. Yeah. Would denigrate her? Denigrate? Is that right? Am I saying this right? Is it denigrate? Fuck it. Denigrate? No? Okay, fine. Fuck you. We'll just fucking type it up. Degrade? Denigrate? Man. These fucking words. They're getting me today. Ugh! Alright, here we go. Denigrate her like all those people in her past had done. I wanted to see what people saw of my art without knowing that I was the one who made it. Why would you want that? Isn't it obvious? It's always the same thing. Her voice takes a deeper pitch. Oh wow, you're so talented in spite of your condition. This time it's higher. It's a higher, shriller tone. Amazing! It's like you aren't disabled at all. Her voice returns, this time way down with contempt. For all of their kind words, it always came back to those empty platitudes. I never felt like they cared about me or my interest. It was always just blind praise because I'm doomed to never measure up to the same level of expectations. The worst of it came when I found out I couldn't even fail on my own. The sound of her talons tearing those papers on the floor enhances her heated words. Even when I intentionally do something wrong, someone's always there to pick up after me, or to assure me it's good in certain lights. She rips more of the page with every sentence. These are just old sketches from those years. Nobody else has to live with that paranoia that every positive word spoken and action taken to help you out is just someone acting out of obligation or insecurity. It got so bad at one point, I was almost being forced to accept these freaking accommodations. There we go. I just ended up. She drops what little remains of the pages unceremoniously, cutting everyone out. I'm never going to come out on top, and I'm never going to be allowed to fail. Nobody's allowed to feel anything but pity for me when they meet me guilt, when they even consider not just giving me a free pass. Nobody has any agency, and that's just how things are. The bell rings from a distance, signaling the end of lunch. Within my mind, I can vividly imagine the sounds of our classmates' grumbling complaints as they shuffle to class. Complaints. Instead, I choose to listen to the rain, how the soft pitter-patter of droplets land atop my umbrella before slipping gently onto the ground around us, eternalizing that sound alongside the drummer ambience of overall wetness has turned the tiny park I'm accustomed to into a near alien local. I wonder to myself if this is why Olivia came out here. In a small way, all of her own work seems to revolve around her average pieces, but altered with unnatural and beautiful overlayings, created from the familiar and yet adding in a fantastical. I look over Olivia, who also seemed to be lost in her thoughts. That does sound pretty tough. You gonna be alright? No, honestly, that's only the start of it, but I don't want to. Oh, you wanted to know, right? I wanted to tell someone. Anyone. Right now, it's just Lindekin. I'm sure he's sick of it. Alright. This crap even affects my family. You say that like you don't think they are. They aren't, though. I can't change that. She sighs. You're right. I should be a bit more grateful to them, but at the same time, it's like I know all too fucking well I could just hang out in the pains for as long as I need to after graduation. They're just too nice to not, and the arrangement with my actual father could probably last indefinitely. I could just detach from society and leech off of everyone around me forever, and it's still just a pity and guilt. But you saw them in the pool party. They love you. I know, and I hate it. And I want to love them back, but I just can't. Not now. I've already wasted so much. Who am I to suddenly turn around in my last year? I want to just get out of their hair, not waste their time anymore. Otherwise... shit. By the way, we scored for ourselves. I don't know if that's going to cause something down the line. I only hope it doesn't. I'll be the one hurting them, wasting all of their patience and kindness for years like I already have. And I'd never be in the wrong. Who the fuck wants a free ride through life like that? And that's all I have waiting for me, realistically. Damn it, why am I telling you all of this? Olivia clutches her throat. Her voice had gotten strained and weak, and it hurts to speak at all, but she's just been letting it all out. Hell, what am I doing? Just watching. I'm such an idiot. I'm rummaging through the insides of my backpack again until... Aha! There it is. Pulling out a water bottle, I offer it to her. Her eyes on it on the ground indifferently. She goes to drink it. The whole bottle is finished in one go, and she drops it on the growing pile of trash. Thanks. I give a silent nod. She looks off into the distance again, picking up her train of thought. That's why I had to do it. I had to know if I really was good at something for once. Really, genuinely good. No false praise. No parasocial relations where I'm verbally, filleted? I think it's filleted. So everyone else can feel better for it. I had to know my art was real. That I could be something for real. That I have a real way out. Lindekin assures me all the time it's good enough. Fuck, why didn't I listen to him? He probably knows everything by now anyways. He usually does. Honestly, taking all of this in at once was challenging to digest, to say the least. You said you expected to get caught? Yeah, I said I wanted to be. I wasn't even sure other people would see it if you caught it fast enough and switched it back, thinking it was a bug. Then you started getting all of this praise out of nowhere. Yeah, I did. You seemed a bit sad in retrospect. Yeah, around when it really settled in just how badly I messed up. I tried to get you to notice it by showing me the submission yourself. Then you would just go to the office and get it changed. Nobody would get hurt. End of story. But of course, you still had your own saved. You're always just so prepared for anything. She gestures to the crushed water bottle. The weeks go by, you got more praise. I get more nervous. Then today, and Livy's hand finally fell into her lap, limp and spent. Here we are. It's my turn to say something, I guess. I just don't know how to process all of this. It's not like my friendship comes with instructions. My own thoughts are muddled, pushing me to find some way to comfort the girl before me. And yet, to comfort her would be to demean her like people have done in the past. It's so confusing and frustrating. Frustration and pity mixed haphazardly in my stomach. It's nauseating. Pity for the girl before me that has wronged me, but not out of real malice. Frustration at myself because Olivia was right, having unveiled an uglier side of me I wasn't aware of. Oh. Okay. Fuck! Man! Oh, my heart. What do I do? God damn it. Oh, fucking son of a bitch. All this progress! I feel like we're making some real progress here. But fuck! Press no further on Olivia or let her fail. Oh. Fuck. I have to let this sink in. This sucks. Oh my god. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know what to do. If I let her fail. Okay, we need to think about this. Okay. If we let her fail, then the consequences of what Ben had told me will absolutely go at her, right? But if we press no further on Olivia, then nothing happens. Because then the submission stays completely unknown. Nobody knows anything better. But at the same time, like, it would buy her some time, so I don't know. Because the consequences of what Ben had said are there. I think the consequences would be, like, it would be detrimental. And that's something she just explained. She just explained that it's important to her to know that this was a real thing, that she actually has a chance outside of this. So now, it's just Ben. We're worried about Ben now. So for her, I don't think I think letting her fail is a bad idea. And that's me just trying to justify it. So I don't actually know. This hurts. But I'm going to listen to I want to listen to my heart for once. And I think we should press no further on Olivia. I don't want her to fail. I do want to see her succeed. I want to see her become something more than. But the problem is I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know. Oh, man. This sucks. This sucks. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, fuck. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh, man. I don't know what to do. This looks like it's gonna be one of the endings if I pick the one or the other. I don't want to fail. Oh, this sucks. Dude, this is gonna fucking hurt my entire day. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Son of a bitch. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Think about this. Think about this. Okay. Let her fail. I don't know. I'm not... Listen, I'm trying really hard not to milk it. I'm actually trying to think about the possibilities here. If we press no further with Olivia, I don't know I don't know what that's going to do. But I also am scared of the possibility that it might lead to a bad ending, so there are many potentials, but letting her fail might also lead to some pretty bad endings too. So it's either or. But that's like worst case scenario shit, right? And one of them is obviously going to be the correct option for that, but that's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is see the opportunity. I'm trying to get the best ending here, and I don't know. For Olivia's sake, it would be to demean her, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm honestly like scared of this one. This one's a big ass option. Because if we press no further on her, then what will happen? But if we let her fail, what else will happen? Okay, I'm thinking about what Ben had told me. Ben said that if the person gets found out, then that person will indefinitely deal with like a shit ton of stuff. Like they will be considered like a fraud and all this other BS. And I don't trust Ben for shit. Trust me, I don't trust Ben for shit. But I also don't want to like let Ben know that either. So I think let's just press no further. Yeah, here we are. Olivia stares at me with puffy eyes, as if expecting me to scold her like she's a misbehaving child. Instead, I'm hesitantly place a hand on her shoulder as some sign of support. Thank you for telling me all of this. Olivia uses the cowl on her hoodie to wipe away her tears. I'm actually a little surprised as to see smudges of mascara come off. I didn't think she would wear makeup. It looks so natural on her, as if Olivia... As I watch Olivia try to recompose herself, I can't help but be happy that she let her walls down so much for me to see. Hear it from me, Olivia. I don't think you have to hide yourself behind curtains to know if people genuinely enjoy your work. Every morning, everyone who walks into school gets to see the beautiful mural you made. Most of them probably don't know that you were the one that made it, but it'll always stick with them, like it did with me. My nostrils. Even with her head down, I could see a smile begin to form. So, for what it's worth, I forgive you. Olivia nods, eyes still somewhat teary from her little episode. No, thank you, Inko. I feel my face warm up. It's nothing. It's not nothing, though. Warmth grows more intensely as silvery eyes still wet with spent tears looks into mine. It's not unpleasant, but I'm scared of the temperature possibly making me sick. She's also looking dead tired. All of this has taken a lot out of her. I know. I didn't mean it like that. It's just, I'm glad to be friends with someone as talented as you, Olivia. She recoils a bit from the compliment. It must be the first in a long while she's gotten, though. I'll tell you what. I'll forgive you if you teach me. You already said that. Olivia looks down in contemplation. But, alright. I'll teach you how to paint. But you should know I'm a lousy teacher. You've seen my work in class. I'm a lousy student. I had a feeling it'd work out. Hey, don't make it weird. Yes, Professor Halford. Stop making it weird. I chuckle as I'm playfully shoved by her. So, after everything was said and done, things became quiet. Beneath the solace of my umbrella, we relaxed together, at least until Olivia begins shifting uncomfortably. I sit and watch as she takes her calves and shifts them to her side with one hand. Her tail comes around to and presses into the paper-filled floor before her, keeping her upright as she starts to lean forward. Finally, with the strength of her tail in one arm, Olivia lifts her hips from the floor and swings her shins fully beneath her. She smiles as she kneels over me. You just gonna sit there? Crap, I guess I'm gawking stupidly, but it's just so fascinating seeing the girl maneuver herself in these odd yet well-practiced ways. I'm kind of jealous, actually. I wish I had a tail to do some of the things she could do. I pressed my hands down on the floor and pressed myself up. I don't know why I had thought to stand, but instead I shifted my eyes to a kneeling position too. We're face to face now. Oh. For a split second, I feared the worst as Olivia drew me into a hug. I don't know what she would do, but this... I like this. For how strong her arms are, how they wrap around my chest feels exceptionally tender. My own arms have enveloped her, returning the embrace in a similarly soft way. And as her arms loosened, I draw back, though I don't want to take my hands off her. That was nice. Don't make it weird. Sorry about that. Though the sound of rainfall hitting the umbrella, my ears suddenly pick up the noise of what sounds like squeaking. I look down to see there's something shuffling in Olivia's pocket. The little beast emerges from its hiding spot with a squeaky yawn, to which Olivia offers her hand for it to use as a platform. Hey, little guy, nearly forgot about you. Had a nice nap. That's a rat? Oh, right, you two haven't met each other. Eco, this is Guts. Guts. Meet Eco. Oh, hi, Guts. Awkwardly wave at the apprehensive-looking rodent. Oh. Olivia lifts Guts to her shoulder gracefully, like her hand is in an elevator for him. You brought him to school? Well, yeah, I just really needed him today since, all the crap that's happened. She gives Guts a few scratches under his chin. I bring him sometimes when things get rough. And nobody noticed? You haven't. Touché. Lindekin did once. He just told me not to let him run around the school, otherwise it would be considered a health hazard or something. The tardy bell rings out of the distance. We're late for our next classes. I'm sure Lindekin will understand. We should probably get back to class. Here, hold this. I give Olivia the umbrella so she and the rat can stay dry while I go fetch the wheelchair.
You did the thing! We got it! The gator hugger! Yeah! We hugged that gator! We did it, boys!
By now it's settled into the mud. The wheelchair has definitely seen better days. After dusting the dirt and pulling water the best I can, I make my way back. Thanks. She offers the umbrella back, but I make sure to hold it above her. I keep the wheelchair steady with one hand as Olivia climbs onto the seat, using her tail to help herself up. We stand in the rain and silence for a moment, only sharing content glances. Oh. So, what do we do about the contest now? That's a good question. Ben was there when I saw my name on the painting. He already went to tell someone. So like you said, no harm, no foul. What about your own submission? I ruined it. I scratched the back of my head. I wouldn't have won anyway. It's just a picture. Oh. I thought it was pretty okay. Hearing those words from Olivia sends a strange flash of heat to my face. It's not unpleasant, but again, those honest words from her really do cut through me for some reason. Thanks. A loud squeak draws my eyes to Guts as he stands atop Olivia's shoulder. Ah, you too. A wary smile stretches across Olivia's face. I think it means Guts is saying he's actually so-so. Hey! Cut him some slack. Guts, Inko didn't have any time to make anything for the contest. He's got some high standards. Yep, that's why I've gotten so good. The sheer absurdity of it. I don't know which of us is broken first, but our laughter fills the air, heard only by us and as the rainfall cuts off all the other noises. So, now what? I don't know. I don't want to go yet. Still pretty worn out. Worn out? A smile crosses my face as a wicked idea comes to mind. Well, too bad. What? I walk around behind Olivia, grinning like a mad idiot. Inko, what are you doing? Inko! Inko! Her head tries to follow me as I stand right behind the chair. Behind her chair. I figured that pushing your chair around is really tiring, so how about I help you out? Olivia blushes and looks away. Fine, but just for today. Returning to the campus is certainly awkward. Passerbys shoot us looks. It's not the most common scene to see a girl in a wheelchair just roll up soaping wet and tracking mud in. More likely, though, was because said girl had taken to using my umbrella to hide herself from those looks. She was already extremely red in her face. It was a conundrum. Drop the umbrella and let people see her, or keep it up and draw more attention. I shall name it Neato-therium. She's gonna kill me if I ever attempt to publish it. But making her way back to Olivia's current class, she simply shook her still concealed head. I didn't really have much of a choice from all that I knew of the girl. Her last classes were all on the upper levels, and she was in possession of the elevator key. And as I was in possession of the weakest knees in here in St. Haven, at least according to Coach Soley, so I wheeled her to my current photography class. On the way over, she kept bending her head back to peek at me. Like she's making sure I'm still there. Knocking on his closet, his closed door, the pterosaur professor didn't even bat an eye at the poorly hidden girl. He simply stepped aside and let us through. Ben was looking our way, but I chose to pay him no mind. After everything I've heard, Olivia didn't even register he was here. She simply rolled herself to the back of the classroom and threw the door into what I'd always guessed was Lindekin's supply closet. You know what? I'm an idiot. It's a dark room, isn't it? The stares of other classmates abated thankfully as our teacher continued his lecture. Taking my own seat, I focused on Lindekin. As much as I could, at least. Wow! Damn it, I fucked! Whatever. Just before the bell rings, Lindekin stares me dead in the eyes. He points a stern finger directly at me, then the floor to signal, you stay. Once everyone has left, he closes the door and locks it. So, care to explain? Explain, sir? He opens the door to the back and signals Olivia to come on out. The mud, the drenched clothes, the decoration of sanctuary. I was having a bad day. She looks a bit better, still drained, but she's not shivering. Her rat sits on her lap, and Lindekin extends a finger down to scratch under its chin. I love this guy. I can see that. He takes a seat against the nearby desk and waves a hand for Olivia to go on. When she doesn't, he shifts his hand for me. His hand to me. I look between the two of them. Mr. Lindekin Mr. Lineken's expectant leer. Oh, Olivia's pleading eyes. And Olivia's pleading eyes. Ultimately, I shake my head in the negative. I just helped Olivia get out of the rain. Of course. He slouches further atop the desk. Can I tell you some other time? Sure. Whatever it was, it looks like you've recovered pretty well. Olivia doesn't answer verbally, instead giving him a bashful smile and a nod. It was about your work again. Yeah. Oh, this girl. He turns to me and points a thumb at her. You know, the work she's so concerned about absolutely wrecks the grading curve in my class. For the sake of other students, I had to put a limit on extra credit assignments. Really? Yeah. Never before would I ever consider such a restraint. Why punish someone for working too hard? I would think to myself. Then, 4 years ago, this little green goblin comes rolling into my class. Half a semester and more than a few angry calls from parents later, my hands were tied. Young lady simply doesn't... It's like, oh god. Young lady simply does too dang much. Olivia smiles, but doesn't look up from her pet. It was that much better than all the other students? Well, no. I don't grade by technique. If I did, you'd be in big trouble, Ingo. Olivia's work was very good even then, but the main thing I admired is how motivated she could be. I haven't seen someone so enthused to just paint in years. Certainly haven't seen anyone so enthused I had to change the rules like that. You were worried it'd stop me. You were worried it'd stop me. Was I? That definitely sounds like me, but it didn't stop you. Not even a little. Heck, what a year you got me into some of these. Fuck. That year, you even got to see some things differently. I don't think I ever did anything like that. You did when I came in after class the Friday before Mother's Day. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. I'm handed a quill pen, and the first thing I noted about it was how soft the feather portion is. It's a special pen you always use. Yeah, it's a special pen you always use. It's actually from my wife. Whoa. Jesus. Inspecting it closer, I can now see more of the intricate details, from the faded engravings on the shank to the maintained but worn point. It's well made and kept, and yet the feather and brass showed its age. She came in that afternoon with the whole stack of crumpled painting drafts, so frustrated she couldn't even get it right, so determined to make it perfect. I say any of these would be great. Your aunt would love any of these. And she fires back. If it's not good enough for me, why would it be good enough for someone I love? I did not have an answer. So I tell her to take a step back, take a few hours to go over fundamentals once more. I send her home to try and get it right over the weekend. And come Monday, she returns and hugs me the first thing. That Friday night, though, what she said was on my mind. I talked about it all night with my wife. Then, that morning, I decided to make a change for myself. My wife was molting at the time, so there was always a new feather or three in our blanket each morning. I took the biggest one, preserved it right, got a bit of help to make it into a real pen, and I've used it ever since. It helps me remember to do my job right for the people I care about and for the people my students care about. I think what it was it's that childlike reasoning that comes so naturally from the youth. That reasoning, it makes the type of innocent, earnest dedication something I think I'd lost for a while. Don't give me so much credit. You haven't lost it, have you? Good. Don't lose it for me, okay? Okay. Linnekin yawns and stretches. You feeling alright to go to your next class? Yes, I'm ready. Great. He claps a hand over my back. You should do this again sometime. We should do this again sometime. Mr. Linnekin ushers us out of his classroom as the late bell trills handing us a note as he rapidly scrawled on it. Miss Prockley didn't seem enthused enthused to see us come in late, but sighed as she read the late note from Lindikin. As I took my usual spot, I felt something odd in the corner of my eye. Looking up, it was to see Olivia looking my way, with that smile on her face. One that spoke so many words, yet I couldn't figure out what. All I could do, in turn, was try to match it, before focusing on Miss Prockley's latest lecture. As more time passes, the art contest fades into the background. Last week, I had a scare when Principal Scaler called me to her office. I feared that they figured out what Olivia did and assumed I was part of it, just as she predicted. Luckily, that wasn't the case. Instead, she wanted to inform me that they had no leads as to who could have done the swap, and since it was tampered, it'd be removed from the contest. No skin off my back, honestly. As compensation, she gave me one of the runner-up prizes, a coupon for some pizza from some Italian restaurant called
Dynamos! It's a reference! Dynamos!
I think, is that right? Is that the dinosaur's name? Anyways, not the biggest pizza fan, but not a bad price to get after all of this. Saving it for a rainy day. However, I found myself in a conundrum on my own doing. My peers' concerns about my entries were resolved, but I hadn't accounted for the new questions about my portfolio. My paint portfolio. A few times I showed off my photography work, they'd be mildly impressed at best. They were never upfront about it either. No, instead, I got a runaround. Oh, yeah, these are nice, Inko. Not bad, but, what about what you did at the contest? I can't even be mad about it, since it's just another misunderstanding. An unattended lie from my side of things. But then I had a thought. What if it wasn't a lie? What if I was actually good at painting? And after working at it for the past month... Yeah, no, I can't unscrew this. For the past 3 weeks, I have been staying after school, making use of one of the club rooms to practice. Yeesh, Inko, did you listen to any of the tips I gave you? Using everything I had at my disposal, namely the textbook from Mr. Lindikin and how-to tutorials online, I'd stay as late as possible trying to get to the same skill level as Olivia. And as I stare at the horrid acrylic monstrosity before me, I can do nothing but weep at my own inadequacies. Not actually weep, but squirming at the Lovecraftian horror before me, I could maybe see a little progress drowning in the madness of the excessive pain. Olivia had made good on her promise to teach me around the time I asked Mr. Lindikin to borrow the keys to the spare room. And while I memorized all of her teachings down to the letter... What am I even looking at? Are you trying to abstract... Are you trying an abstract sort of thing here? It was an attempt at a self-portrait, actually. Could probably post it online to get some rich asshole would buy it. Is that good? No, never trust the opinions of people on the internet.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Ain't that the truth, sister?
After a brief period of awkward silence, I let myself collapse on the stool behind me and toss off the oily apron in frustration. At this rate, I'm going to be a double fraud or something.
Creak. Splat.
I don't even have the energy to get angry. Probably looks better now, at least. How did Olivia get so good at this? Olivia, please, you gotta have some actual advice for me. She quietly hums to herself, slipping away a notebook she had splayed across her lap into her nearby bag. Well, when I want to draw, it's usually because I've got something on my mind. What, like inspiration? Kinda. More so that I just envisioned something I want to put on the canvas. A muse, then.
Whoa! Jesus!
Holy fuck knuckles.
I didn't even get to finish my fucking sentence. He just bursts the fuck on in. What? Oh, we can actually go back? What? I have discovered time. I have discovered time!
Kind of more so. I just envisioned something I want to put on the canvas. The door of the studio flies open, and Damien... Actually, can we go back? No, that's it. That's actually it.
That's fucking scary, though. I can't believe I've discovered time. I can actually fucking go back in time. How far back can we go? I'm kind of scared. I mean, we just went through all of that BS. So I don't know. Does it... How far back can it go? I'm kind of scared. You know, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. The door of the studio flies open, and Davia quickly storms inside. Iko, Olivia, are you guys here?
He takes deep breaths as his vision darts around the room. After a moment of surprise, I raise my arm to catch his attention. Damien, what's wrong? The hyperactive Deliosaurus spots me, taking a final breath before jogging over. Guys, I need to ask you something. What? Is everything alright? Is something happening? I can't help but panic. I've never seen Damien so flustered. Do you want to come to the arcade with me and Liz? The bastard. Is that it? Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. Wait, when was this decided? I thought something bad had just happened. Nope, just asking. Liz already has a car prepped and everything. Oh. I probably should have expected that, but still. How did you know we were here? I didn't. I just kept opening doors until I found you two. I've been at it for a while, actually. Davia's eyes dart to the canvas that lies on the floor next to me. You working on the next masterpiece? Oh, painting sideways is probably one of your trade secrets, huh? Olivia hides her snicker with her hand. Don't worry, I won't tell a soul. Yeah, that's right. Don't tell anybody. I laid down to pick up the canvas and place it upright, deciding to remove the ugly painting into place of the corner of the room to dry. Anyway, how about it? To the arcade? The olive... Guys, I already forgot how to pronounce this. Barnix? Whatever. The olive alligator fidgets. Her brow lowered in contemplation as she considers the question. The arcade, it's not like I had any other plans today. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, let's go. Wait, don't just... Gone. Dude, we kicked it over. Iko, Olivia, there you are. Damien is taking so long to get you, so I was about to come find you myself. This time, both Damien and I are wheezing for air. Despite Olivia's protest and hesitation, Damien had wasted no time in grabbing her by the handlebars and sprinting her for the exit. I had to chase after them. All the while, Olivia screamed like a banshee. Okay. Guys, I think we should end it, but I want to see us get to the, at least get to the arcade. As she was pushed through the hallways at breakneck pace. Yeah, just taking a deep breath and standing upright. Olivia's claws have dug into her armrest as she's definitely trying to kill Damien with her glare, which he happily ignores. Why didn't you just message me or something? I wanted to, but didn't want to ruin your concentration, man. So instead, you kicked the art room door open? Yep. Liz had good grace to look embarrassed on Damien's behalf. But yeah, gave you a little bit of extra time, right? You've been staying late forever now. Forever now. I can't hide the wince. It had occurred to me that more people would notice. Relax. Not like you're the only one. Yeah, I sometimes need to stay behind for student council and club meetings. Right, sure. So, come to the car, the students section. It's like, come on, the car's in the students section. Yeah, section. The Dino duo start towards the student parking lot, heading towards a rather old but well-kept sedan. Olivia grumbles silently to herself, but follows after, neithertheless. Not the less, whatever. Come on, dude. I'll take a few minutes to get Olivia in, and then 30 to get to the arcade. Okay. It won't take that damn long. Olivia huffs and wheels herself to the passenger side, opening the door for herself. Do you need any? It's fine. To punctuate her statement, Olivia uses her strong arm to lift herself on the armrest. Then, with more grace than I had thought possible from the olive-scaled girl, she manages to flop down onto the passenger seat. I stare at the abated chair, wondering where to put it. I've got room in the trunk, Ego. Okay. Clunk. The trunk lid opens up with a heavy thunk to punctuate that. And it takes me more time than I'd like to admit to figure out how to undo the locks to actually collapse the chair. But once it's done, I'm able to slide it into the spacious storage area easily. Damien had already hopped through the window of the front passenger seat by the time I'm done, as if he had practiced the maneuver. Clack, clack, clack. I simply opened the door behind Liz's seat, and watch as a pile of soda cans empty into the pavement below. Ah, sorry, those were from this morning. Just toss them out the back seat when I'm done. Surprised Liz doesn't make you use a bag. I do. Damien pulls up an overflowing plastic bag as if it were a trophy. Why haven't you tossed all those bottles out already? I'm saving them for the project about recycling. Plus, I'm also going to use a couple of them for sculpture. Saves me the trouble of going out and finding aluminum. And I get to drink as much soda as I want. I don't really say anything as Damien scoops out the rest of the cans from the floor of the car and puts them in a new bag, which then he stuffs in the car's trunk before giving me and Olivia the thumbs up. Alright, dudes, we're ready to go. He nods and slinks into the semi-clean seat. My hand searches for the buckle of the seatbelt and brushes against something warm and soft. There's tiny grasps next to me, and the comfortable mystery in my hand is yanked away. Huh? I looked at Olivia, her hand held to her chest. Her green face has a scarlet tinge, and her mirror-shade eyes glare holes through my head. You okay? The emerald-scaled girl turns her maw from me. I stifle a mystery chuckle at that. The warmth on the palm fades, however, and leaves my hand feeling lost. Okay, all safety checks are done. Jesus! That looks fucking uncomfortable. Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm thinking about this and how they're doing it. So, they're obviously right here. Their neck is going like this. Curling over again. Curling one more time over. Now, that wouldn't make sense because it's curled like this. The way that it's curled is curled in the opposite manner of speaking. But then it's like that. I don't know how to fuck it. The physics behind this girl and her capabilities with her neck are fucking far beyond me. Outside, she's craning her neck to check the mirrors and tires. Wait, Liz drives with her head sticking out the window? Liz pokes her head in. What's that? Her neck shakes inside and coils around the hook in the middle of the car. Then, with practice motions, her neck continuously coils until her head sits atop the neck roll, as if no different from someone putting on shoes. Okay. This looks like a good time to stop. This looks like a good time to stop. So, let's save. Oh boy. So, that's a lot. There's a lot going on there. But, I'm going to head off to bed. I'm going to make this nice and quick and simple because I don't want to waste time while doing this shit. But did it quit? Is it done? Did it quit? I keep forgetting. The fucking dinosaur. Is it is it done? Hello? Game? Oh no. Did it crash? Oh no, did it crash? Oh, fuck off. Did it crash? Everyone gets the Gator Hugger achievement, by the way, so I'm not alone in that regards. But I will say, why is it doing this? Okay. Guys, I think I might have screwed myself here. I actually have to sit here and do this whole ass thing, which is not good. Yeah, it's straight up not responding. Guess we're gonna have to go into Task Manager. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh fuck. Shit. Shit. Oh, shit. So the game is stuck. I don't know how to fix this. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm actually just legitimately stuck. Alright, you're just gonna take a look at the lovely dinosaur, I guess, the entire time while I'm basically fucking around with this. I'm trying to get back to it, but it's just not letting me do anything. It actually just isn't. I don't know how to stop it. Oh man, okay, hold on. Oof. Oh boy. Ooh. Oh my god, why isn't it ending? What do I don't know how to stop this piece of shit. How do you stop this piece of shit? Seriously. I'm trying to, but it's just like, it's not responding. I'm literally in the task manager, and I'm trying to stop this bastard from fucking going anywhere. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think I'm actually legitimately fucking stuck. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything. Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and just say this. I'm gonna go ahead and just say this. I think the story's going good so far. I have no idea what is about to happen, and I'm kind of scared. But I don't know how many more chapters or however many more shits we're gonna have for this entire thing. I take it that this thing goes on for a lot longer, but I also have no fucking clue. But for now, yeah, that's it for now. I don't really know what is gonna happen for tomorrow. I know I'm gonna get my shit kicked in because I got a lot of shit I have to do. But I am going to be here guaranteed for Friday. I'll try to go as long as I can until I got shit to do, obviously. So we'll keep that going. For now, everybody have a great rest of your night. I will stream tomorrow, probably for maybe less than an hour since we went way longer than usual. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. See ya. Hold on a minute. No, I had this off. Give me a second.
Time for a new day. But as we always say, neatness counts.
That's right, Mario. And by the way, you have a little piece of spaghetti on your overalls.
You, Luigi. And you have a little bit of spaghetti sauce on your shirt, as usual.
Really?